Yeah. What's happening?
Yo, what's going on?
What's up? It is your boy Nolo the Don.
It is your boy, sir.
And this is The Real from the regular podcast. And we are two brothers, one mother with two different ways of thinking. We appreciate you guys for joining us today.
Thank you.
We are joined in with our guests.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, shall we?
Hi.
What's your name? Where you from?
I'm from Alabama. Damn. And my name is Brittany.
I'm from Alabama.
Alabasta.
Roll Tide. Yeah.
No, for real though. This is their oldest sibling, Mrs. Brittany.
Okay.
I'm here to talk about this stuff today. Let's talk about it, baby.
All right, yeah. Okay. Before we get into it, man, let's talk about these gas prices.
They're so high. So let me tell you,
okay.
I don't usually pay attention to gas prices because I got to get the gas
Sound
anyway.
like somebody I know.
Right? It's just
like
because.
Somebody I know.
Who you know?
I ain't said no names.
Somebody.
But I went to go fill out my car the other day and it almost cost me $60.
And you got to use that good gas too, don't you?
I do use the good gas, and I realized after driving another car, my car was down, how slowly it burns.
Right.
Yeah, the good gas do burn slow. Yeah.
I was like, I drove Val's car, and she got a Kia Optima, and runs regular gas, and we was going back and forth. And I felt like I probably had to fill the car like twice in 1 week, and I'm just like,
that shit burn
bro,
quick.
I got a whole SUV, and it
burns
one
slow.
time a week.
Oh,
So
good.
I felt that.
Yeah, but you pay for it though. But yeah.
I'd rather pay for it right there than this.
And that's what I'm saying.
More bang
like,
for your buck.
yeah, and I usually go to Sam's to get my gas. And I try to go to Sam's unless I'm, misbehaving and I let it get too low and can't make it to Sam's. But it was $3.49 and premium gas $93, and it cost me like
mid-grade.
$57. They don't have mid-grade at Sam's. You either get regular or you get premium. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but Sister Girl was like, "What? What happened to the $48?" I was mad about that.
Oh, 48 in the Kia.
No, in my car it's usually $48.
Oh, yeah, your car been down too. So last time you put gas in it was 40.
Yeah. And so when I filled up Val's car, it cost like $22. I was like, "Oh,
I can get used to that.
okay."
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What kind of
That's
gas you put in there though?
The regular, the
87.
87.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to get like that. But I am still looking for a secondary vehicle because I feel like my life deserves a pickup truck.
Okay. Same here. I'm looking for one as well.
The third vehicle?
Yeah. I got a coworker, man, who got this 1986 Toyota Tacoma, but it only got 150,000 miles. He drives it to work every day, so I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's in
He's
good
selling
condition.
it? Are you saying I was like
he's selling it, but he don't want to he's not trying to hear what I'm trying to pay for it because I'm trying to get mad like 22, 23. He's not hearing that.
What do you want?
1986?
Yeah, well, 1986, 1996. One of them, I know that's
it's a huge difference.
But regardless, it's a classic. Regardless, it's a classic.
How much does he want for it?
And that's what really made me mad because I said, "Hey man, give me a price and we can banter from there." But he's like, "No, you just tell me price. You just tell me price." He's Hispanic. No, you just tell me price. So I'm like 23, 24, and he's like, no. So I'm like, what do you want?
That means he don't really want to sell it.
Exactly. So I'm like, bro, yeah, it should be pissing me off because I'd be like, bro, don't tell me you want to sell it.
Now, the thing about pickup trucks is they hold their value, though. They're like a Honda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, people know that folks want these pickup trucks, especially since Corona. A lot of things have gone up. People are doing these extracurricular activities, getting rid of stuff, cleaning up their houses. People in the market for pickup trucks and passenger vans and cargo vans and stuff like that. So I feel like even when I was looking on Marketplace, the rates for them has definitely gone up.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
they have.
So he probably wants you to be like, "Yo, I'll give you 5 G's for it."
No.
No.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Is it an automatic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually not bad though.
I mean, it's not bad. It's a Toyota Tacoma, but it's just old. But you know what I'm saying, Toyotas.
Is it in from a visual standpoint? What it look like seats and stuff?
it's rideable. Like I would pay 3 at the most. Like, I'm not giving you more than 3 bands for a vehicle that's over 20 years old. I'm just not doing it. Not saying that it's not worth it. I just wouldn't do it personally. You know what I'm saying? But before we start our podcast today, I just want to talk about a sport. So any of us got like a football team?
You mean one that we like?
Yeah, that we want to predict. Who we think gonna be in the Super Bowl?
I know, ain't that good.
I have no idea.
So,
but I will say this, and everybody can boo me and everything. I'm still a home team fan.
Falcons? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Me too. I love the Falcons, man. I love the Falcons.
I like all my home team sports, though.
Oh, yeah, them Braves doing their thing.
And the old Alabama Roll Tide. So I still like the Georgia Bulldogs, but I still like the Roll Tide.
You know, Brittany, recently I just found out you were born in Alabama.
I'm just trying to figure out why you recently found that out.
I guess I just never inquired where my older sister was born at.
So how did you find that out, though?
I was talking to Mom, and we was going over where everybody, come from. So me and Brand from Michigan, Jeff from New York, and
yes, sir.
And you were from Alabama. I said, "What? Brittany from Alabama?"
Where'd you think I was? Or did you even consider it?
I don't want to lie to you, Brittany. I didn't consider it. I don't lie to you. But
okay. So do you have some predictions for the Super Bowl before we get into this subject?
Right now, just like I said, so where we at now? The Cardinals was the only undefeated team until they played the Packers, man, which was a really good game.
Yeah, they both 7-1.
Yeah, so now
that's Val's team. She's a Packers fan.
Packers fan, yeah.
Even though you can't tell because her whole room is Falcons.
That's because of you, though.
That's because of me.
Yeah. I don't have a prediction. I just hope the Falcons get somewhere
far.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I hope we do our thing. I don't know why I asked that.
Makes some folks sweat.
Yeah, because
Well, I per se I don't have a team. I do go for the home team because I'm here. But if I moved, I'd probably go for that home team. So I'm not loyal to a certain team. I'm gonna be
always loyal to Falcons.
I love a good game.
I don't even want to say other than the Falcons because the Falcons got potential to be good. But other than the Falcons, we have really good our Atlanta United,
soccer, yeah.
Braves, Atlanta Braves, the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah. Like we got some good ass sports teams. The Falcons are
even
really
the
our
damn
only,
Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, even the Bulldogs. Facts. Yeah. Facts. Our only letdown really is the Falcons in some cases. Not all the time, but sometimes
the Braves. The thing is, they get you there and never finish.
True. Very true.
They make good runs, but they just don't bring home that ship.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to the home teams, though.
All the home teams.
All of them.
Hey, this is gonna sound
crazy.
Be
out here representing Atlanta.
Shout out Michael Vick. All right.
Always.
Yeah. So today's topic, we'll get into it now.
Okay. All right.
Our boundaries.
Setting them boundaries.
Boundaries.
See this line? Don't cross it.
Facts. Let me get a definition of boundaries.
What's the definition of boundaries? Guidelines, rules, or limits that a person creates to identify for himself or herself what are reasonable, safe, and permissible ways for other people to behave around him or her and how he or she will respond when someone steps outside of those lines.
Damn.
They are built out of a mix of beliefs, opinions, attitude, past experiences, and social learning. AKA, don't disrespect me and we ain't gonna have no problems.
Big facts. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So I think in today's topic, we should talk about boundaries for friends, boundaries for family members, boundaries for relationships. Because everybody got, different boundaries, different, you know what I'm saying? It's different boundaries for different perspectives of people in life. So, so let's even start off with ourselves, with us being siblings. We have boundaries for each other.
So what are your boundaries? Let's start with you, Nolo, the Don, as the host of the show.
Appreciate it. All right, so with me, man, my boundaries is I'm the youngest brother. So, of course, people, they're going to look at me as the youngest brother because I am. So it's just how you talk to me, always got to come off respectful. You know what I'm saying? Don't little bro me. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like little bro?
Yeah, you can call me little bro, but little broing me is acting like I can't handle my own, acting like I'm not grown as fuck.
Right.
Because I'm out here grown as fuck, paying my own bills, doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So don't little bro me in a sense of, trying to play me. With us having such an age gap, I do things a little different than y'all would. As of recently, y'all, I just got my first face tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
Boo! Where the boo button at? That's not a boo. That's not a boo.
No cap. The tattoo kind of hard though.
Hey man, I believe in
y'all.
the brand.
It's on his face.
It's on my face.
Look,
It's on his face.
when you say face tattoos, I don't want y'all to get worked up and think it's like the ice cream
Tekashi.
cone, the Gucci. You know what I'm saying, or something like. It's like it's nice.
So
Tell them where it's at.
Here's the funny part, right? So it's okay. Y'all know where Nipsey got prolific at. So if you look up Nipsey's picture where he got prolific, it's similar to where I got my tattoo.
Right.
And it's 4 letters. It's
Right.
RFTR. Real from the regular.
Simple.
It's you know what I'm saying. I believe in my brand. You know what I'm saying. So I put it on my face. You feel me? I'm a walking brand. I'm a walking brand. Brand. Excuse me. I'm a walking brand.
Correct. Goddamn.
Nobody wants to be a walking brand. Inside joke. But yeah, so I know, I'm looked at different, like, I would never do that. But this shit is just like, with the times we living in, I feel like my ability to do things are different than y'all's. Y'all don't look at, opportunities like I do, because it may be like, it's just wild. We do wild shit because it's just the times and what we have available. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I can understand that, and I come from a place of, and it could be an age difference or just a difference of opinion at the end of the day. I just come where I don't believe that you should be getting tattoos on your face.
Britt,
like you got a whole body.
So
why are you getting a tattoo on your face?
Just so the audience knows, it's an 8-year difference between me and Brittany. Right, it's an 8-year difference, and then it's a 6-year difference between me and Sarah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm a '90s baby, '92 to be exact, and they're 80s babies.
'80s baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, just growing up, we never went to school together. I never went to school with them, and we just really had I ain't gonna say a disconnect because we was all in the same household, but you know what I'm saying? It was just different, yeah. Because I never really experienced childhood with them outside of living in the house together. But as far as my boundaries go, I just think, just like I said, that's really my only thing. Just don't little bro me. Other than that, I think we all have a great relationships where we know each other's boundaries. Just don't come at me sideways. If you borrow money from me, pay me back. Or at least communicate to me. What's going on.
Yeah, I can't get you this week, but don't ignore me.
If I tell you something in confidence, they'll go around telling the other siblings or mom. Definitely not mom. Shout out mom, love you mom. But you know what I'm saying. Don't tell grandma if you don't want it to spread like wildfire. Like we know, the boundaries of who we can talk to and who we can't. So,
but there's also so there's different kind of boundaries. So there's the personal boundaries, financial boundaries, sexual boundaries.
But you said boundaries to family, right?
Yeah. So
you were talking about boundaries.
I said for us. I said, first off, I start off with talking about boundaries for the siblings.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I agree in everything that you said. I feel like we kind of have unspoken boundaries.
Right.
I don't think there's anything that we've actually kind of discussed on some don't do this, because one thing about our relationship amongst all of us is that we're all pretty vocal.
Yeah.
About whatever. Whether it's an offense, whether it's something that was said, whether it was some feelings hurt, good job on this, thank you for this. All of that is very well spoken amongst the 4 of us.
Very true.
Because there is one missing. But and when I say missing, I just mean he's not here.
Right.
Thank you for that clarification.
So I think that our boundaries amongst each other, and it's funny because we used to have this thing about sir. We knew 90% of the time when you asked sir something, his answer was gonna be no. He wasn't gonna think about it. No. It was no love loss. We just had to be like, all right, then we just gonna ask Brand. All right, we just gonna ask Nolo. You know what I'm saying? But and it would be shocking on the rare moment that he said yes, but it was just understood that you can ask him, but he probably gonna say no. He's gotten better, I must say.
Thank you.
Yeah,
but
some folks that's new to me don't know that. They do no, it's your favorite word. I be like, yeah. I mean, again, because I say no don't mean I don't love you.
But we were also coming from a place, again, where in our household, a different kind of boundary was no wasn't a bad word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No didn't mean that I didn't love you. No didn't mean that, I will never do anything else for you. No didn't mean anything negative. It just mean at this moment that you asked me,
right,
I don't want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it could be like a, no, not right now. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be like, no, I'm not doing that. Ask somebody else. So, but it was never a negative connotation.
You know, I think it's funny that you said that because I do remember Sir going through his no phase. Definitely, like, you know, more so of us coming up in the house.
Almost like he learned the word and just ran with it.
You know, I used to take it. I don't even want to say offensive, but I don't think, you know, being a little brother, I think I couldn't handle it. I think it was
because everybody else told you yes, probably.
Yeah, so, you know, growing up, Sir was my least favorite sibling.
Oh, this
like,
is
because bro was so no, and he was grumpy. I feel like Sir was grumpy as a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like coming up in the house, I think I ironically, bro, y'all would never hear me say this ever again. Bran, I think, was my favorite sibling.
Oh my God, we got that on record.
Yeah, it's
we
recorded.
need to get that back.
Coming in the house.
That's been ruined since then.
Yeah, of course. It's not the same. But we cool though. We cool. Shout out Bran. You know what I'm saying? But I think Bran was my favorite sibling, and that was still a iceberg. I got some stories for that, but we'll share it at a later date. But yeah, I used to think Jeff was like the mean old Grinch, cause
I still get that from some folks. They just think I'm mean.
But
I'm a sarcastic asshole. But once you get to know me,
I mean, you know, the funny thing about us, I think we're all like that because again, that comes from that abrasiveness, that very open dialogue, that very thing of I should be able to be honest with you.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people aren't always used to that direct honesty.
Yeah.
You know, that's you're an asshole, or she kind of abrasive. Like I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she got an attitude problem, or she's aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whatever the
aggressive,
thing
yeah.
of it is. And I'm just like, but that leads to a whole nother conversation. But anyway, that's normal.
yeah.
That's very normal.
Sir, your boundaries for us siblings, like, did you have?
I mean, like, to piggyback off both of y'all, we pretty much just have that common understanding, man, amongst us. So, you know, like, it ain't no overstepping on our amongst us.
Right, we know each other well enough to know what our do's and don'ts are amongst each other.
Right.
Yeah. So I agree with that 100%.
I also feel like any relationship without boundaries is doomed. Like if you don't have no boundaries, then ultimately somebody is treating you like shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you probably don't even recognize that you being treated like shit.
You ain't got no boundary set.
Let me ask y'all a question. So I know we all have internal boundaries, like shit we won't allow. But do we say it once that boundary's been crossed, or is this something that we come off and say, hey, look, I'm gonna just, you know, like when do you set a boundary? Is it after it's been crossed and you set it straight? Like, hey man, look, I didn't like when you did that. You're gonna have to stop doing that.
I think it's a combination depending on the situation.
Right.
Prime example, like I'm one of them type of people. I don't like to wait on people. Yeah. I am a person who be like, if I'm gonna be at your house at 10 o'clock, I need you to be ready to walk out the door at 10:01.
Yeah, facts.
I don't want to wait on you.
Right.
If I have to wait more than 2 minutes, you're gonna find an alternate way to get wherever you need to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is a conversation that is had before we do whatever we like, you know, are planning on doing.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now, if it's a different boundary where it's just like, you know, I confided in you, we were supposed to have this conversation, and then you went back and said something. I'm going to say something to you, but I'm also ain't going to tell you nothing else.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
so it's like, I don't know. But I also feel like part of the boundaries is teaching people how to treat you.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? So like when people do things, you know, you have to stand for what you truly believe in. And unfortunately, some people find that as you being an asshole, or, you know, she being hard, or her standards are too high. And it's like, there will be someone who will understand where you're coming from, regardless of what that boundary may be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now, some of them may be flexible, maybe, but there are boundaries for a reason. They're protection.
Yeah,
ultimately.
absolutely. I know. I dealt with this with a friend of mine, and she used to call me sensitive, and that's like one of my biggest pet peeves. Because just like, you know, my sister said, we communicate. We'll tell somebody how we feel in a heartbeat, and it won't be like aggressively. It'll just be like, yo, look, I don't like this, I don't like that. So if I explain to you, hey, I don't like when you do this, and you call me sensitive, you're crossing my boundary, because I should be able to openly express how I feel to you without being called sensitive because you don't like what you're hearing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I've had to deal with, like, that's one of my main things that I would deal, like, that's my most, I don't even want to say cross boundary, but because I am so vocal, I get categorized as, oh, he's always in his feelings, oh, he always feels some type of way. No, I just want you to know, like, if I stop fucking with you, this is why.
But you know what's so sad about that is for some people, when you're not vocal, then he don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, do I communicate or do I not? But I also feel like if the recourse or the reaction to you communicating is you and your feelings, then that ain't the person you need to be communicating with.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that at that point, you don't understand my boundaries.
Yeah.
So
You said that ain't the person you need to be communicating with, but you're the person I got the issue with.
Well, she
right,
said,
but
she
at that
said
point, they
moving
don't.
forward,
I feel
guess,
like they don't respect how you feel. Well, I don't know how they move after you say that either. You know what I'm saying? Is it?
Yeah. So they call
Yeah,
me.
but that's disrespectful.
So yeah, no, you're right. So that's why I went off. I was like, don't call me sensitive. You know, like I'm letting you know right now. And no, it's just a joke. And then that's when they turned to, it's just a joke. I'm just kidding. Nah, you know you weren't. You weren't kidding when you said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
after that, there hasn't been any issues.
No, it hasn't been any issues.
Okay.
No.
Maybe it was a bad joke.
And it was, but I guess a person sees how serious you are. Cause you know, it's like, fuck all that, you know, I'm straight faced, like all fun and games out the window. Like, nah, don't call me sensitive. You feel what I'm saying? So, but that's a boundary I had to set cause maybe you didn't know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But like, don't call me that. And then I had another situation where I was at the store with a little homeboy of mine and the motherfucker was stealing. Boy, when I tell you, we got out the store and listen, y'all, he stole a motherfucking Pop-Tart. Bro, if that ain't the broken shit, nigga, I will buy you a Pop-Tart. Do not steal when you with me. Like, that's just, like, I mean, I literally went off. I was so mad. Because it's like, bro, this has no value. It has no value, bro. Like, and you gonna steal it, you know what I'm saying? And just get us both fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, but that was like, I had to explain to him, like, bro, you know, you can't do that when you with me. Like,
right.
I would not hang with you if you gonna be stealing with you. If you
right.
stealing, let me leave the store first. I'll be like, yo, I'm about to, and I just, let me, you know what I'm saying? You just blindsided me. I see you.
If you stealing, I don't want to go to the store with you, period.
You feel me? Like that's
I
why I was at
want
with
to be a heads up so I can go outside. Tell me before
You
we
get
go
back
in
the car
this
with that.
mud,
That's
hunchy.
accessory, ain't it?
Yeah, like I clearly seen him steal it. You know what I'm saying? But it was fucked up because it's like the cashier had just turned his back. It's not like he even left the counter. He just turned his back. And Berg gonna stuff the Pop-Tart in his pocket. And I'm sitting here like, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought Berg got caught, but he didn't. You know, I paid for my shit and I walk out the store. So then, of course, when he get in the car, bro, I got it. I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with you? Like,
So what happened after that though? Did y'all end up falling out? Or
No. We cool to this day, man. Like I just told him, like, don't do that shit with me. Like I think when a person sees how passionate you are about something, like I'm like, bro, it's I would buy you a Pop-Tart, nigga. Like, you don't have to do that when you with me. If you want to steal a Pop-Tart in your own time, by all means, steal away. You feel what I'm saying? But just when you with me, bro, I got shit going on that I cannot jeopardize for your stupidity.
Absolutely.
That's just the reality of my situation. You feel me? So just like I said, it's a perspective thing because people be like, damn, you pussy. You tripping over a Pop-Tart. It's just a Pop-Tart. No, it's bigger than that.
Principle, bro.
It's bigger than just a Pop-Tart in my eyes because I got shit going on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I know that was like, as far as like my friends, that was one of like the biggest, man, that shit had me hot, y'all, over a fucking Pop-Tart. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't want to be with nobody stealing, period. But I just feel like, a Pop-Tart is just like, it's so mundane. Like, why would you steal a Pop-Tart? They're like $1.
You feel me? Like,
really?
It has no value.
As a grown person, like, no. One of my things that I have learned to set better boundaries with is work.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, when I just started this job, I've been here now almost a little over 2 months. And I told the girl that I'm working with, I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, my hours are 8 to 4:30.
That's it.
I'm out the door at 4:29.
Right.
I'm not staying because what I don't want to do is create a habit to where y'all think I'm going to stay.
Yep.
I don't want to start taking on stuff that you expect me to take on.
Right.
Because one thing about we all know is when you start doing that, they expect you to do that and they're not going to pay you to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I do what I do between the hours of 9 and 4.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I'm not doing that.
I'm a strong believer in the work-life balance, and I'm the same way. I work at 6 a.m. to 2:30. Every single day I'm out that door at 2:30.
You know, in America, they frown upon you when you say vacation time. They be looking like, you going on vacation.
But I earned it. Like, it's a cruise.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm just like, yeah. Well, because we had a conversation at work about, I told him, I said, if I'm on vacation, don't call me.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And they was like, well,
Otherwise,
Galena can call you. No, Galena cannot call me.
I might as well be on the
Because
clock.
if I left today, if you fired me today, then what?
Right.
I mean, you're going to have to figure it out.
Right.
So
Facts.
don't call me on my vacation.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we were having that conversation because one of the other coworkers took vacation, but she was answering emails and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that on my vacation time.
That's boundaries. Like, exactly. Like she said, you have to set that with the company. Like, y'all gonna be all right. Figure it out while I'm gone.
And that's the thing about companies now. We all know that everybody is replaceable.
Yep.
So you have to have that good boundary and work-life balance. You have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to make sure you take your vacation time.
I've always been that person, man. Like, if folks, hey, what time you getting up, man? I don't know. Like, I always stay an extra hour. I've always been like that, man. And just recently, I've gotten better about work boundaries. Like, bro, like, because these jobs, man, they'll use you and abuse you and toss you out like yesterday's trash, man. It's
facts.
It's nothing to it. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the older I got, the more I started to realize that, bro. It's like, I'm finna do my 8 hours and get the hell on, but don't get done in these 8 to be here tomorrow.
Right, exactly. And they will be.
And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna give it my best for these 8 tomorrow. And that's I'm gonna keep putting my best foot forward. But y'all give me vacation, I'm gonna use it. Y'all give me PTO or sick time, I'm gonna use it. Like you said, don't call me when I'm on it because I'm not gonna answer. And I don't feel no way because otherwise I might as well be on the clock.
Absolutely.
So
you know that's a good point. I'm dealing with this situation at work where I'm the only black guy in my company, right? But it's a small company. It's a 30-man company. It's out in Forsyth, Georgia. I don't know if any of y'all know about Forsyth. Out in the Cumming area. It's not for us. I'm just going to put that out there. But I got hired on, man. I had an interview. I interviewed when outstanding dude brought me on the job. With that being said, we go through this third party like Paycheck Flex to sign up for our checks and monies and shit, right? So since I've started, y'all, my onboarding, like where you go in and put in your information, your social and your date of birth and all that, I haven't been able to get past that. You know what I'm saying? So here I am. I'm damn near, I think next week I'll be 90 days in, and it's still incorrect. And that's how you have to set up your direct deposit. So I've been telling these people like, hey, I need my direct deposit. Y'all giving me paper checks. Like, what's up? And you know, I feel like they've been giving me the runaround. Oh yeah, we'll fix it. 90 fucking days. And it's a dude that came in 4 days after work. We was both getting paper checks. And then his account, he set his account up, no issues, no problems. He got direct deposit very next paycheck. So now I'm the only one in the company getting a paper check. And because of that, they stopped using a carrier to bring it to our job and are now using USPS.
So now your check gets mailed to your house or mailed to the job?
It gets mailed to the job. Like last week on the 20th, it got mailed out on the 20th. I didn't receive my check to the 26th.
Oh no.
You feel what I'm saying? Now it's like,
it's an inconvenience.
So, but there's somewhere you have to set a boundary on that.
Exactly. You know, and it's like I'm talking to y'all firmly like, hey, listen, I need this to be taken care of. Like you have to take the time. And here's the thing, my boss did sit down with me and we called the Paycheck Flex administration people, and it took a long time. It took 11 minutes to answer the phone, and then when we got on the phone, the person we talked to couldn't help us because he's not in charge of our account, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
So who was they talking to help the guy that started 4 days after you?
His account had no problem setting up. For some reason, my information don't match. So again, I sat down with my boss. We're going over my information, my name, my date of birth, my social. All of it's correct. But for some reason, it's saying you need to double check with your manager because the info you entered is not correct. I'm showing him this. We're taking it over to HR in our building, but they have to call Paycheck Flex to get it taken care of. And it's like, it takes so much time. You know, it's a small man company. Everybody's busy. So to take 11 to 15 minutes out your day to sit on the phone and hope somebody answers that can help you.
Don't they got an HR department?
Yes and no. It's like the lady that do HR also does like payroll, also does like.
I mean, that's fine, but that's her job. So she should
absolutely.
set aside 11 minutes. That's a priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
She gonna need more like 30. It took 11 just for it.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, even if she needs to take, half a day and be like, okay, I'm going to dedicate this half a day to getting you situated and where you need to be. Like 90 days in, this shouldn't still be a problem.
As of recently, they have tried. She got in contact with somebody, had to leave a message. This person has not contacted her back from Paycheck Flex. It's like one of them really sorry companies that
you saying Paycheck is?
Yeah, Paycheck Flex is. Like the company I work for, I love. It's decent. It's a pretty good place, but it's just the things you have to go through. Like it's one of the work boundaries that I had to set up. Like, look, man, I need y'all to stop paying my money. They was willing to cut me a check, which I respect, but it's like I just want y'all to fix the issue.
But you also acknowledge that they're trying.
Yeah, as of recently, just like I said, it's been 90 days in.
Okay.
So after that first couple of checks, I'm like, hey, what's up with direct deposit? Oh, well, you got to set up this account. Oh, and I told him, hey, look, it's saying the information don't match. Then weeks went by where you didn't say nothing. I'm like, hey, again, this don't match. Oh, okay, I'll tell Samantha, the HR lady, that this is okay. A couple of more weeks, and it's like, hey, look, I didn't told the man. I'm like, look, I'm trying to get a loan. I need to show deposits. Like, so he's like, okay, now he's more in tune to getting me help, but it's still taking some time. But I also feel like, I know it's not a race thing, but being the only black guy up there, I feel like I'm battling. Like, man, y'all not taking care of me. I need y'all to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Because so that's just like one of them work boundaries, man, that I struggle with. But at the end of the day, at least, just like I said, they are trying to get my situation situated.
Right.
So what are some of y'all's relationship boundaries? Like, in dating or in relationship with woman?
I'll let you pop that off, Jeff. Sir.
Man, I didn't hear that. Some of the boundaries, man, I said for me, man, is
you bet not.
Nah, time. What time? Like, bro, I'm not finna give you all my time. We can spend time together a few days here, but sometimes I just want to be left the fuck alone.
True.
So you like your personal space?
Yeah.
So you don't like no clingy woman?
Clingy at times is cool, but don't be in your feelings when I'm like, I'm not finna stay tonight. I'm finna go home, chill, or play the game, or I'm finna go do something that does not involve you.
I wonder if a clingy woman understands that, though. A clingy woman is a clingy woman, right?
Right. So that just, you ain't for me.
Not necessarily. I think clinginess can have its boundaries as well. Like, you got a man that want to be with you, but I just don't want to be with you all the time. So I'm satisfying your
So, I feel like a clingy woman would be like, okay, you ain't coming over here today, but then when you get home, she gonna be on the phone all night.
Right. No.
That's right. No. Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Like,
No,
that's
I feel you,
know.
but that would be like one of them things where this is not going to work because I can't do this.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
can't do this.
Yeah.
So a boundary in relationship would be,
space.
I need my personal space. It's
Definitely.
important for me to have my me time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah. Fair.
Privacy.
Is that privacy is like, don't be going through my phone?
Yeah. More so. But I mean,
we ain't exchanging password unlock codes. Mind your business.
facts.
Do you have any sexual requirements? Are you like, one of my boundaries is, if you ain't trying to come up off that ass at least 3 days a week, we gonna have a problem.
Oh, this is good.
Oh yeah, man.
My turn. Shit, man. I'll play, man. Go ahead.
As far as man. To me, that's not boundary. That's more like a requirement. I don't need.
But part of boundaries is setting limits. So, now here's the thing. A boundary is almost like things you don't cross a line with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
boundary is almost like not letting you in the bubble. Don't cross the line to come this way versus trying to get out.
Like my boundaries during sex is like stay away from my ass. That's a boundary. Don't.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Flip it. I get it.
Shit.
Tight. Like stay away from.
You with the tossing salad shit?
We get to that, man.
Yay.
Let me talk about my boundaries during dating, right? All right, so there's
Yeah, we did dating too.
Yeah, we did dating first. Yeah.
So it's first of all, it's a talking, and then there's a dating stage, right? So if we're talking, let me tell you how the talking boundaries, right? When I first started talking with a woman, everything is Dutch. let me just start off with that. We talking. I don't know if I like you. I don't know how we gonna hit it off. It may be a physical attraction.
I'm not going into debt trying to court you.
You feel me? I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. Everything's Dutch, right?
So she'll know when you feeling her, because then you'll be like, I got this.
But see, that's the thing. Talking now, when we dating, when you're my girl, I will pay for you.
So up until that point,
everything is Dutch, and I see nothing wrong with that. You're gonna eat what you can afford to eat.
That's
the reality. You feel me?
And a lot of niggas ain't gonna say that.
You feel me? But that's my truth.
A lot of niggas feel that way though.
You can.
I'm saying, because here's the thing. Sometimes it takes a minute to get to the point where you're calling someone your girl.
Absolutely.
Right? But I'm still feeling you.
Right.
I'm still getting to know you.
Yeah.
We vibing.
Right.
I'm spending time at your house. You spending time at mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at no point in time do you be like, I got this?
Yes. So I could be like, if I'm chilling at your house and I want to order some wings, I may order you some wings.
Order us some need. Right.
Yeah. You feel me? But I feel like if we're going out talking, see, but I just feel like when we get more intimate, and that's another thing, intimacy also plays into that. If we ain't fucking, I ain't feeding you, shout it. Like that's just me though, and it sounds ruined. It sounds like, damn, you ain't shit.
But here's my thing: it's a boundary, and for some people, it's going to be okay for. Other people gonna be like, nigga, you ain't shit.
I've seen men be used for food.
Oh yeah, all the time.
You feel what I'm saying? You want to go out and take pictures of the food.
So
and
who
not
determines?
Me.
Well, I guess if everybody's Dutch, y'all discuss where you're going.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but we shouldn't go anywhere that you can't afford.
And so that's why I said you guys will technically discuss where y'all going. Like, you won't always be the one to be like, let's go to Ray's or something like that. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm talking, I'll be honest and I'll let a girl know, hey, listen, I like you, I'm feeling you. And if she gives me that stuff back, I'd be like, hey, look, this is how I move. We got to go Dutch. You know, until this.
I was just about to ask you, how do you broach that conversation?
Yeah, because it's a respect thing. I don't want to pop up. I don't want to tell you that when the bills come.
When the bill come, right?
And when I'm talking about,
so anyway, let me tell you what your
right. And I'm talking about split. I'm talking about split check, please. You know, I think that shit is embarrassing. You know, not that, but you know,
so
women.
Have these closed conversations behind closed. Have these conversations behind closed doors.
Exactly. So we can decide if you want to move forward with me.
Right.
You may be like, nigga, you ain't paying for none of my food. Next, that's fine. You just saved us both a bullet.
So have you had people who were okay with that?
Absolutely. Most women respect it because they don't want to come off as needy or as a user or something like that. So in most cases, when I'm like, you know, hey, look, until we, you know, find out what this is, let's just do Dutch and whatever we do, not just food. We go to the arcade, pay for yourself.
Pay for the games you want to play.
We're grown. You know, and I think the ability to come together and spend money however we see fit is fantastic because I don't want to feel like, damn, you're getting a large soda when you with me, but whenever you buy, you get a small. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that be weird to me, so I try to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if we're in the talking stage, just pay for yourself. Everything Dutch. That's one of my main boundaries. I'm also like, I don't question, if we're in the talking stage, I don't question your whereabouts. I say, hey, sweetheart, you want to hang out? You can
so,
say,
in other words, the boundary is don't question me.
Right. Because, right, what are you doing? Who you with? I'm not going to ask you none of that. I'm going to say, hey, you want to hang out? You got time this week? You got time to do that?
Yay or
you
nay.
can say yay or nay. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, why not? Who you with? I'm not that type of guy.
Right.
But I expect that same, hey, look, I got something to do this weekend. I can't link up with you till next week. Respect it, move forward, and you know we can figure it out. But don't question me, be like, who you with? Because I will cut your ass off. Because I don't have to tell you that. Not that I'm hiding anything. I don't want
to set that tone because it's essentially that's what you do. It's treating people, allowing certain things creates a behavior. It creates I expect this now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So when you start answering that question and then you stop, it's like, well, you was answering it before, so why you ain't answering it now?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying. So if I start off not answering it, then it's understood. So when we get to a certain place and I do, then you understand now what I mean when I say we weren't at that place, but now that we're here. You know?
Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm going to my brother's house. We're gonna kick it for a little bit. So, but before it's like, yo, I'm about to go out. You know.
And this is not. I don't know if it's a boundary, but I got cool parents, man. So I dealt with this before taking women to meet my parents. I hang out with my parents in a sense of, oh, I'm not taking you over there because I want to ask for your hand in marriage. I'm not taking you over there because I want to show you off. I'm taking you over there because I'm going over to my parents' house today, and you happen to be with me.
Thanks.
You know, and again, it sounds bad,
but I'm also assuming you're still not just bringing anybody.
Yeah. I am. I mean, if we hanging out and I go to my parents' house,
you gonna hang out with me?
You gonna hang out with me and my parents? Like, but it's not because I want more out of the situation.
Right.
Nah, we just my parents are cool like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've dealt with that in multiple occasions where I've brought women to my parents' house and then we didn't work out in the future, and they be like, "Well, you brought me to my parents' house," and I'd be like, "Okay," and I brought 30 other girls to my parents' house. You know what I'm saying? Not 30. I ain't out here like that. But you know what I'm saying? That's just one of those things where I feel like people need to understand, like, you can't confuse things. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the boundaries I tell a woman now, like, I'm cool with my family. You know what I'm saying? So if I do this and I do that, don't take offense to it. Don't, think I'm...
Those are good boundaries. And like I said, I respect the fact that these are things that are set up front.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I think it's also important to give people the option to want to continue with something versus just being on some stuff like, oh, well, I just thought because you asked, you was going to pay. No, you couldn't have thought that because we talked about this already.
Facts. Exactly. Exactly.
Like, no.
And one more boundary that I think, no borrow money during the talking stage. You cannot borrow money from me.
You know what's funny? Because I got this coworker who said that he's dating, and like early on, women are like, "Yo, can you pay for this for me? Can you do a certain thing?" And I'm just like, I don't understand the comfortability in asking a man that you don't know
Right.
for a certain thing. Like, to me, number one, that comes off like you out here
female,
really
yeah.
just on some what can you do for me kind of stuff.
Right, yeah.
You know, and for some people, for some men, that's okay. I'm out here to take care of you. I'm looking to be your sugar daddy. I want you to fuck and I want to pay your bills.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some men who are like that, who gonna get that woman that
Right.
what he expecting in return is some ass and some attention, and I need you to be available.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
So anyway, what are your sexual boundaries, Nolo?
Oh man, shit! Behind closed doors. Listen, y'all gonna learn something about me today. All right. I'm young and experienced.
Experienced.
Or experiencing.
Both. I'm experiencing with experienced people.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, I love women my age, but I also love older women, man, because you know older women are masters of the art. You know what I'm saying? They take you up through there, man, show you a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? Some of these young women, you know, we grow with age. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes young women be like, yeah, I want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want to suck on her toes. Older woman, man, she got them getting between them things. You know what I'm saying? As an example, I'm not saying I had an older woman suck on my toes, but what I'm saying is,
you would let them
more
suck on your
willing.
toes,
They're more willing to do more stuff than them young chicks, bro.
yeah, absolutely. Would I let an older woman suck? My feet ticklish, so I don't know.
Them things ticklish, boy.
That's funny. You know, but sexually, man, it's just like I ain't really got no boundaries. I mean, like, all right, so I know earlier, you know, Sir said, you know, don't play with his ass, right? So, I mean, look, it's like you can't stick nothing up my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dead. Like,
But you don't mind your salad being tossed.
That's what, yeah,
licking
like
the booty hole, I guess.
All right, so let me tell y'all this story, right? So I just got really put onto this shit, man, not too long ago, maybe like a couple of months ago, man, where girl was, you know, she was sucking me off, and she went there. And, you know, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. You know, the shit was straight, bruh. You know what I'm saying? This shit was straight, man. So, you know, I'm not opposed to it. It was an experience for me.
How did that happen, though?
I'm saying, like...
So yeah, I'm laying on my back, man. She just down there, like, I'm laying on my
Going
back,
to
you know what I'm
work.
saying? She going
She
to work, and it's
lift your
real
legs up.
wet, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, she's going to the balls, right? She go to the balls, you know. And then, next, you know, she lifting the balls, she sucked the bottom of the balls.
They say like right behind the balls or something like that is a man's G spot.
Yeah, I thought the G spot was up
inside
the
the rectum, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is
maybe
it?
some dudes get
Yeah.
turned on by getting
But they
tape licked or some shit.
that little meat between the balls and the asshole.
Yeah, that's right there. That's what I thought was
Yeah.
the G spot. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
but she man, look, y'all. Woo.
So did her tongue hit your asshole?
yeah, I mean, she went to work.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie. She look. Hey,
Go, look,
don't knock it till you try it, man. Because you know, don't knock it till you try it. Because for a long time I was against it. I had a girlfriend that wanted to do this, and I'm like,
now,
fuck
were
no.
you against it because you know a lot of people say anything dealing with the ass is some gay shit? You know what I'm saying? So, did you feel like you were less than by doing it, or is just something you didn't have interest in?
Brittany, I'm at a new point in my life where I'm not really worried about what the next person thinks because I'm so straight within like
Who you are?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I found
absolutely.
like I'm good in life. Like my life is like where I want to be at right now. At 29 years old, I'm happy at where I'm at. So therefore, I move freely and do what the fuck I want to do. And I didn't expect it, but I didn't mind it. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, if she want to do this shit again, run it.
Toot that booty up.
Yeah.
You gotta get to that thing.
Hey, look, man, you tripping, man. Only on my back, man. Only on my back. I ain't going.
Well, you ain't going doggy style.
I
You
don't
ain't
be on
bending
all
over.
fours and no shit like that. You
It's
know what I'm
important though, people, that you know boundaries are set.
Definitely.
In any relationship. I mean, dating relationship, family relationships, work relationships. Like for me, I don't talk about politics. Don't nobody need to talk to me about politics, period.
Yeah.
I just feel like that can lead to an argument. It can really just go astray.
Right.
Like that's just something I refuse to indulge in, period. I don't give a damn if we both Democrats and we both Republicans and I don't want to talk about it.
You
I
know,
feel it.
another boundary I think is important to discuss is, well, since I'm the only one here with kids, but is boundaries with your kids, man. Because, you know, a lot of stuff I see on social media, man, where or just in the world, period, where I feel like motherfucking kids don't know their place.
True.
These kids today are entitled to everything.
You know
they
what
just
I'm saying?
feel
They
like
feel
you
like
owe
they-
them. You
right.
pop me out, you owe me the world, and I want it now.
So I just feel like some kids just need it definitely need to be boundaries set within the house with parents, man. Like kid, you know, you ain't finna talk to me no type of way with your, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna talk to me no type of way. You ain't finna just act out like.
You know, I agree with that, man. I think in a lot of cases, kids having kids, you know, we when young parents tend to try to be their kids' friends. Oh, I want to be nice to my kid. Oh, no, you're a parent. You have to prepare that kid
For the world.
When it becomes an adult, they need to look back and say, oh, I can see why my mom did that. I can see why my dad did this.
Absolutely.
And I think we had that coming up. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, we grew up in a strict household with the double whammies. I remember the double whammies. Let me explain to y'all what a double whammy is.
If you seen Judge Dredd, you should have an idea.
A double whammy is we used to get a butt whooping and sentenced to
our room.
15, 30 days. So if you got a whipping, maybe you got, you know, a whooping in 15. You know what I'm saying? Or if you was really bad, you got a whooping in 30 days. You know, and you can only come out your room for water, to use the bathroom.
And you better not need to use the bathroom too many times.
Yeah, I mean,
And
so
don't keep opening. What's
you
going
feel
on
me?
out
Okay,
there?
right? Exactly. So, but you know,
It built strong character, though.
Exactly.
You
It
know?
seems
Yeah,
harsh,
for sure.
but we all turned out great. You feel me? And I look back now and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that because I
That
see some of the
upbringing,
kids.
definitely.
I see some of the kids nowadays and they just wild.
But I also think the flip side to that, and we're getting a little off subject, but just really quick, the kids now came up with access to completely different things. We come from house phones, no cell phones,
Dial-up
going out
internet.
playing. We're still playing video games. You know, we're arguing. I need to use the phone now. I'm picking up the phone. Get off my phone. I need to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kids now got cell phones at 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're playing with tablets at 9 months old.
True.
So it's a completely different. They are totally influenced by social media. You know what I'm saying? Kids are committing suicide because people are bullying them on
the
social
internet.
media.
That's
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? All women, not all women, but so many women are having body BBLs and stuff,
Yeah.
and kids are looking to that, thinking I'm less than because I don't look like this. You know, so it's bad, and we'll talk about that in a later subject. But it's a completely different era.
But back to boundaries with the kids. As a parent, your kids see this, but you don't think you can control it as far as
I think you can control it at home. But when they're at school, you don't have that kind of control at school. You got other kids that got cell phones. They got other kids as friends. They got other friends that's like, look at this. Did
True.
you see this?
Very true. Very
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can really only control what happens at home.
Yeah.
You know, so when they get out here in these streets, then, I mean, it's out of your control. You just got to trust that whatever you've instilled in them,
Right.
you know, that you've got ahead of the conversation. So that way, whatever it is that they're being exposed to, you guys have already talked about.
Right.
So this isn't news to them.
And that you've built that relationship with them to where they should be comfortable to come back and talk to you if they see something out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, hey,
I saw this. This
right.
is happening to me.
I don't
You know,
think
this
we went
person
over
said
this.
this to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They need to make sure that they are beautiful.
Right,
Period.
right,
Point
right.
blank. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, you can set those kind of boundaries at home, or just be like, you know what, my child isn't getting a cell phone, or no, I don't want you
Exactly.
on social media.
Right.
But you still got those kids that go to school.
Right. True.
They got them friends. They got that social media. They got
show
that
them
cell
this,
phone.
show them that.
That show them certain things.
You know, and not on no scary shit, but I think that's when you have to instill fear in your kid. Not on a like I'm a beat your ass or you know, but it's a I'm telling you what to do and you need to do it respectfully. You get what I'm saying? And I know that's hard to do, just like you said, with outside access and peer pressure and all that. It's hard to keep it contained, but at the same time, I feel like certain parents can say, "Hey, I don't want you doing this." And the kid may hide to the best of their ability, but that's also a respect thing. If your kid can hide the fact that, you know, she's been on social media or she got a Facebook profile, it's respecting because she knows better. Her hiding it tells you that she knows better, but
True.
she got the outside influences. But just like I said, man, I think that's a really tough, you know, situation to handle, you know, as far as, you know, trying to guide your kids in the world we live in today.
Definitely.
Because
Definitely.
it's crazy. I'm thankful not to have any kids at 29, man.
Do you want children?
You know, now that I'm living a great life,
Maybe before when I was struggling, but now,
you know what?
No.
'Cause I used to want a friend and shit. look.
Wait, we just said that you need to be a parent, not a friend. Don't be your kid's friend. So you finna have a kid for the wrong reason, baby.
And, and I probably would have, but my fear is just having it with the wrong person. I do want a kid, at least 2, but I'll be okay without it. At this point, it's making sure you have it with the right partner.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, can you really ensure that though?
Ensure no, but at least I can say I tried my best. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe this is my wife, or maybe this is a person I've been with. I don't want to have no baby with a chick that I just known a year, and I done fucked around and fucked her and got her pregnant. That's what I don't want to do. But if we've been together 5 years, maybe we're not married and everything's been grand and we have a baby and then we decide not to be together, that's just inevitable. Oh, well, it didn't work out.
But that's when you're going to see the other side of her that you ain't seen in the last 5 years. But nonetheless, yeah. But like I said, all boundaries need to be created in all situations.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All situations.
Oh, and let me add this one thing. Dating boundary. And this dating boundary. Don't follow me on social media, and I don't follow you on social media, because social media influences are real. You know what I'm saying? You can go and see.
You talking about whoever you're dating, you don't want to.
Right. I don't want to follow you on social media because Billy can look at your picture and like the last 30 of your pictures. People are influenced. Like, damn, why Billy liking all your pictures? That shit don't bother me, but I don't want to see it in the sense of I don't want to say I don't care, but it's just not. I don't want to be influenced by social media. Like, damn, you posting all these pictures of your ass in a bikini and all that stuff. So I choose to stray away from it. Don't follow me, and I won't follow you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be influenced by the social media. Like, damn, yeah, your girl is always showing ass, or this person is always liking her picture, or this and this and this. I stay away from it personally. If I don't have your time in real life, all I want is your time in real life. If you're there in real life, I don't give a fuck what you do online as far as posting pictures and shit. Like, that don't bother me. But if I don't get the time in real life, and then I know you be in the social media and shit like that, shit is a red flag.
My whole thing is, you can follow me, but don't be mad when I don't like your pictures, bitch. I know you in real life. Like I said, that outfit was cute. Now you want me to go on Instagram and still give it a heart? Like, the fuck? I'm not pressed on social media like that.
Right.
So
me neither. Yeah.
Follow me, but don't be checking me on that. Well, I saw you post a type shit. Like, no, like, social media is my outlet. So that's why I go to just get shit off my chest. So if you follow me, don't come question. Well, I saw you saying on. Don't do that.
Yeah, when I was younger, I would get mad at my girlfriend and we would post a whole bunch of subliminal messages talking about each other.
A lot of people still do that.
Yeah, and I'm over that. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't want to
follow
me.
Right, yeah, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want to, like.
But, like, I have people that I know that post pictures all the time. And as soon as you start seeing them stop posting pictures, it's like something wrong. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I ain't seen no pictures of such and such and such in so long. What's going on? And it's like, again, that's why social media can be a gift and a curse. Mm-hmm. It can be your biggest blessing to promote a business or get you out there, get you known by the masses.
Keep up with the family,
but it can be the biggest, like, now everybody in your business. Because I feel like whatever you put on social media, anybody and their mama got to write the comment on it to say whatever they want to say.
Right.
So people be like, I don't understand why y'all on her page saying something, because she posted a fucking picture.
She opened it up to the world.
And when you do that, you are subject to the masses and their opinions, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Right. Definitely. Absolutely. I agree.
So if you don't like it, don't post it.
Oh man, that's deep. All right, so in conclusion, boundaries are necessary
in every factor of life.
Absolutely,
in every factor of life.
It teaches people how to treat you. Point blank. Period.
You need to set your boundaries, and again, it's a respectful thing. Don't feel bad about setting boundaries for people. It's a necessity in life in order for relationships to grow and be bountiful.
Don't set the boundaries. Watch the disrespect.
Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's episode. We appreciate you guys for joining us today.
Hey, before we sign out, let everybody know your media handles and everything so they know how to reach you.
Oh man, y'all got questions, comments, concerns, want to promote your business, you can reach out to us at rftrpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that is rftrpodcast@gmail.com. If you guys want to follow me on the Snap, man, my Snap is Noland is that guy. That's NOLANDISTHAT guy, GUI. Noland is that guy on Snap. And I'll add you guys back.
I got a Snapchat, but I don't really be on it like that. If you want to follow me on Twitter, though, it is at BO_, capital DEAN __ at Boding, man. Holla at your boy. I follow back. Instagram, J_Nolan.
For sure. And again, shout out to our sponsors, Dusty Stains Design. Get all your woodwork and t-shirt designs at Dusty Stain Designs. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in, man. Until next time.
Out this bitch.
Boom.